Screen here. There we are. We're live on both Facebook and Instagram. Hey, Chuck Wicks joined us. Oh boy.
Hi, Chucky.
Shouldn't he be working?
Probably.
Show starts in an hour and a half. You want to talk about that show real quick?
Well, actually, it's
No, 2 hours.
Oh wait, is Nashville and Central Time?
Yeah, it is. So 2 hours. Nashville. Our boy Chuck Wicks just jumped on Instagram, but go check it out. Shiners. I just took Sarah last weekend.
Yeah, we were there about a month ago, and the show was awesome.
Man.
I had a blast.
What was your favorite part?
Well, I don't want to spoil it.
Okay.
But obviously, we know there's a lot of acrobatic type things in the show.
There's some love in the show too.
There's a little bit of love in the show, which is
some comedy.
There's a lot of comedy.
Yep.
I mean, it's hard to like take out one part of the show and say that one was my favorite part. Like there were so many aspects of it. It was like that was just awesome.
Yeah.
The comedy was great, which Chuck, you're a funny guy. We know this. The comedy was great. All the cast was just fantastic. Everyone's so different in like
Correct.
What they've done in their career, and it came together in such a way. It's just really hard to describe. This is one of those things that like you really have to like just go see it.
Yeah. All right, so check it out. Shiners in Nashville, just off of Broadway. Sold out show last weekend. Had a couple this weekend already. Hottest show in town. Like I said, just off of Broadway at the Woolworth Theater. He's doing all kinds of specials through social media. I know I'm going to go back to it when I go back to Nashville. I took my wife, my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law. It was awesome. So, but Chuck, good luck tonight. Break a leg, as they say.
I mean, I would go back whenever I go back to Nashville. I'll go.
I'd go back to Nashville tomorrow if I could, but we had a good time. So, hey, everyone, just want to say thanks for joining myself and EJ Tackett tonight. We're going to do a quick recap of 2022 individually, and then we'll talk a little bit about 2023. 18 days ago, the PBA announced our schedule. A little bit more flavor this year. A couple more events, a couple more special events for the top 8 in points for the PBA Tour Finals for the 2-year deal, plus the top 8 in points for this season has a skills challenge. I believe that's in Detroit, if I remember correctly, or somewhere. I don't know. There's so many more events, it seems like. And we're bowling almost through, well, we're bowling through September, but January to about end of May for just about everything else for the tour season. So about another month and a half of extra bowling, which is cool. Also, we're going to talk about some sponsors. Both of us are sponsored by Tony Stewart. Just talked to Tony yesterday. He was on a plane to somewhere very warm down in Mexico. So I want to wish him and his wife, Leah, a great trip. And he has rejoined or re-signed EJ and I for the following year. So both of us are extremely excited about that. Great bowler, great person, into NASCAR, of course, the Hall of Fame, and now into the NHRA. They just wrapped up their first season. Matt Hagan ran really close to winning the championship, won a couple of different Wallies this year. Leah won her first Wally under Tony Stewart Racing this year, had a solid season. And then Tony even raced in Vegas.
Finished second.
And almost won.
I mean, it was nuts. That was his first event.
First event, top alcohol dragster.
It just shows like how good he actually is.
Yeah.
To just get in a car that he has really no experience in, other than what he's done over the last couple of years. You know, learning from Liam and just being around the sport more. Obviously, his knowledge of cars is much higher than most people. But to jump in a car like that and compete with the best in the world
at 300 miles an hour.
At 300 miles an hour, like it's really impressive to know, because obviously we know he goes in. If it's got wheels, like he's going to drive it, and he's successful at it.
Yeah, and
it's just incredible that he can do so many different things on asphalt and dirt and straight drag races, like anything with wheels that has anything to do with racing. It's just incredible.
Yeah. So Tony's won all over the country. He's probably won all over the world too. But I loved watching him at Eldora last year. He got the win at the SRX series. This was their second year. I'm sure they're doing it again. But just thankful to have Tony on board. He's going to probably be in Indianapolis at some point. Our first event of 2023 is in Indianapolis for the U.S. Open. January 29th is the Pro-Am day. The practice day is on Monday. And then we compete all week, and then our season really kicks off and gets going through Springfield, Shawnee, Wichita, week off, Jackson, TSC, Kokomo, Masters, World Series, Players, doubles, and then all the special stuff.
Yeah, and the things the events you're talking about is it's cool to be able to go, obviously, to the places that we hold near and dear. We got the TSC in Akron, which is so much history there in that building. The U.S. Open in Indianapolis at Woodland Bowl, so much history in that building.
Which he led last year, by the way.
Yeah, we won't talk about that.
Yeah, some guy named Simonson beat him. I mean, I don't know if anybody knows who Anthony Simonson is, but
he's okay.
It's pretty good.
But we get to go to some new places. Springfield, never been to, never bowled there.
Enterprise Lanes, great place.
We get to go back to Shawnee that we haven't been to in a couple of years.
Kind of like Shawnee.
I'm okay with that too. You got your hundreds ready?
Well, I'm not staying at the casino.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, never mind. We're talking about past things. So,
but it's cool to be able to go back to some places that we haven't been in a long time. We're going to be going to Bolero, North Brunswick, which is Old Carolier.
Yeah.
I've had some success there. Led the Masters there one time, which is the only Masters show I've ever made.
Okay.
Bowled well in the U.S. Open there. And I know I know you've bowled.
I bowled okay in the U.S. Open. I got my red solo cup tonight, just so you guys know.
But it's cool to be able to go back to some places we haven't been, and going back to some places that were new to the schedule last year.
Yeah.
Like Kokomo and Jackson.
Yeah. Big thanks to Dave for having us back. Those two events, kind of sandwiching the majors with the TSC, the Masters in Detroit. Big shout out to Thunderbolt going back there. We love Allen Park. So 2022, just a quick recap for me individually, started off with a bang. Made the players show, led the players 5-man stepladder, 3-game shootout, whatever that was. Lost to eventually one of the greatest of all time, Jason Belmonte, and pretty much a nail biter in my opinion. Neither one of us bowled very good on the left lane. He had 2 better shots on that lane than I did. Then we kept on rolling through the U.S. Open the next week where EJ led, lost to Simonson, and then we started basically just full-blown going at it. EJ made 5, 6, 7 shows this year. I don't know.
They all run together.
Yeah. When you're on a run like he is right now, folks, it's pretty impressive. I'm a little older than him. I know what those runs are like. It's fun to still shoot up against these guys and feel like I have a chance. But what him and Simonson, Kyle, and Belmo are doing, and even Prather the last couple of years, has been really, really fun to watch.
Yeah.
My season, though, kind of cut short. Injured myself, lower back spasm, and went out the World Series, which kind of stunk. I think I would have made that show. So I've been kind of rehabbing, bowled pretty good at the Masters, lost a couple of interesting matches. And then realistically, we haven't done a whole lot for the last 4 or 5 months. We bowled the Lucy doubles down in Houston, thanks to Donna Connors.
Speaking of.
Oh, yeah, you're pretty good with that. By the way, you won that.
I am in a predicament.
Oh, boy.
Big one. Right? So 2021, I went with Danielle.
Okay.
2022, Danielle is in Australia, so I bowl with Deandra Asbeatty.
Went with her.
I win. Who do I bowl with?
I'd ask him who's going to pay you.
Well, I was actually talking to Danielle, who's in Australia right now bowling for Team USA. She was like, hey, what's going on here? Like, am I going to be bowling with you? Are you going to bowl with Deandra? I don't know. And I told her, I was like, maybe I should just flip a coin and see who wins. It's tough because obviously I bowled with Liz for a while, who you bowled with.
Yeah.
And then Liz and I won.
Yeah, so you won 3 of the last 4.
Yeah. With 3 different partners.
3 different patterns.
3 different patterns, 3 different partners.
I guess you like that building.
It's okay.
Donna, can we reschedule this tournament? EJ needs to miss this one.
No, EJ needs to have a major there.
Yeah, right? I think that would be all right. Catch up with a few guys in the chat here. We got Bill Gallagher. Hello to him. He is the guy that takes care of the youth at the TSC for all the high schools that come out. We had 8 teams last year. I'm guessing we're going to have more this year. This season coming up, I want to say it's March 5th or 12th. We're having a clinic and a Pro-Am on that Sunday. Then the Hall of Fame induction is that night, which congratulations to Lenny Borsch, Fred Borden, and Pete McCordick, our 3 inductions into the PBA Hall of Fame. It's going to be a hell of a night with 3 really, really good people. Granted, they're great bowlers and people in our industry, but just great people and done so many different things in our industry.
Yeah, absolutely. And back to Bill, like the TSC, what he does there is unlike anything anyone else does. So in case anyone's wondering, so what he'll do is get the local high schools involved, and the bowling team will come in, and basically they pick a player and they cheer for them. So like Sean will have a school that's cheering for him. I'll have someone Belmo, Simo, Prather, Troop. There's normally about 8.
There was 8 this last year, yeah.
So it's really cool that they all they pick someone and they all have T-shirts on, like Sean Rash fans. Like it's really cool because nowhere else do we go to something like that happen. Now it only happens in the match play portion of the tournament, but they get them out of school. It's really, it's such a cool thing that they do, and I really appreciate that. And it's just awesome to get the kids involved in what we're doing and get them in love with the game like we are. Yeah,
the biggest thing actually is not even just to Bill, but he said it started with me, but it started with Chris Lowshutter, who's just up the road there in Avon, Ohio. This was 7 or 8 years ago. I remember it happened. People were going nuts for Loesch, and everyone's looking oh my God, I can't believe they're so noisy. And I'm like, do it all you want. Bring the noise. We love Portland, Maine. There's so many other events that are loud and there's great atmospheres. Detroit's been good. Milwaukee's been good. New Jersey's been awesome. But what these kids do, and you can hear the excitement with them. You get ball caddies, they take turns carrying our equipment, which is fun because it sucks carrying a bunch of balls up and down them steps.
For us. And I know another thing too, I don't remember who it was this year. There was someone that made the match play at the TSC this year. It was their first time. And I said, "Are you ready?" So what are you talking about? I'm like, see all those kids coming in? It's going to be louder during a match play, and there's going to be hooping and hollering at every end of the building that you've never heard before every game. Because they're going to be cheering for someone.
And almost every shot.
Yeah.
It seems boom, boom.
And I remember halfway through the match play, I don't remember who the person was that was there, but they're like, this is nuts. I'm like, I told you. I'm just warning you that it's going to happen. So just be prepared for loud noises to happen, which is awesome. I that's not interrupting to us.
No.
I don't think. If you're standing on the approach and someone does something and the kids, you just, you step off. It's just part of the game at that point, right? It's not someone intentionally doing something or one person being super loud, or it's a group of people collectively cheering for a player. And I think that's awesome. And I wish we had more of it.
I agree. 100%. I think Bill's onto something special there. He's worked with the PBA, Mike Sledge, and a few others very hard to make it great. Looking forward, he said we got 10 teams already signed up for this year, so 10 out of the top 24 making match play. I'm sure we'll get to halfway, if not more, moving forward. But again, for me, 2022, okay season. Top 8 in points, made the playoffs. Was hurt, lost the eventual winner, Kyle Troop. He only bowled 260 at me. I don't know if I was beating him healthy anyway. But for EJ, give us a quick recap. You had a hell of a year, 3rd in points.
Yeah. It was a good year. Obviously, it could be better.
Yeah.
I wasn't first in points. Probably my biggest letdown this year was the U.S. Open, leading it by so many pins and not bowling well on Sunday. I didn't even give myself a chance. I got off to a bad start. Simo was just okay, and then he threw a string of strikes there in the middle of the game, and just never gave myself an opportunity to win. So I'm going to be coming out to the first term of the year with a little bit of extra motivation. Hopefully, I can come out and at least give myself the opportunity and get on the show to win again. That's all I can ask for. Yeah. But other than that, the only other thing that was kind of negative, not really negative, I finished second to Belmo in Lubbock on a stone 9 again, which is the second time I've done that in that building.
To lose.
I did it in 2017 against Marshall. Thanks to Marshall.
Yeah.
But anyway, I had 2 wins, the doubles with Marshall and then the doubles at the Lucy. So, it was a good season. I made the U.S. Open show. I made the show for the players. I think I finished 8th at the World Championships. tied for ninth at the Masters, and then the TSC I think I finished like 10th.
All right.
So I mean it was a great season for majors, which is so important when they make up a third of the season.
Correct.
So it was a good year. It was a good year, and hopefully I can capitalize on that momentum in 2022 and start off 2023 strong. And it's crazy how one event can kind of catapult you in either direction.
Correct.
With the U.S. Open being the first one, I think it's really important for my psyche, and my morale, that I at least bowl well. If it's an event where I start and I don't bowl well to start, it kind of just bring you down a little bit with the first event being the U.S. Open and major championship. So, if I don't, you gotta pick them up and
move forward,
move on to the next one. But it's definitely one of those things where the guys that do make match play and the guys that make the show, you can definitely see a mental difference the next week. We're going to be wore out because of so many games, but it's like, okay, I'm bowling good. Just keep the train going. Just go to the next event and do the same thing again.
Yeah, so really interesting this year. Last year we bowled the Players 2 weekends before the U.S. Open. Mm-hmm. TV show was a weekend, kind of top 5, whatever it is. But there's no real tournament bowling before the U.S. Open. I don't know about you, but I feel like a lot of us are going to be unsharp. Like, we're going to practice, but not be competitively sharp.
Yeah, and I've seen it over the years. I watched Tiger Woods play. He would always play like a week or two before a major because you have to get those tournament reps in. And I agree. It's the same thing. I always felt like the first event of the year, I never bowled super good. And like the players that I made the show in this past year started off bad and made a huge run at the end. The player of the year before, I started off bad and made a huge run at the end and almost made the show. I think I was 6th or 7th, first out or second out of the show, and almost made it there at the end, and then did the same thing, was able to make it. But it's like you said, those tournament reps are really, really important going into the start of the season, especially major championships. So gonna have to work extra hard, and I don't know what else I need to do to prepare because I'm gonna do all that I can.
My biggest thing is just working out, trying to eat healthier, doing some clinics. I'm going to Europe in about 10 days. I'm going to Asia in the beginning of January. You mentioned you were going to Asia in January as well.
Yeah,
I'm going to coach and
setting that up right now. Going to Asia,
so that's my preparation. I am going to bowl the snow. Well, I'm scheduled to bowl the Snowman doubles right now with Anthony Lavery Spar in Shawnee, where we finished top 6 or top 8 last year. So that'll be my competitive bowling for the preparation for the U.S. Open. When I get home from Europe, I'll really probably start practicing, getting it into it every day. But for me individually, I've been home, being a dad, which has been cool, being a husband, doing some cleaning, trying to just do the little things at home that I've missed for the last decade. But for the most part, I'm itching to get back now that the schedule's out, going through all our contracts and everything with all of our respective sponsors. And that's kind of one of the reasons why we're here tonight, is to talk about a new potential sponsor. And we've got a guy in our Instagram that is going to join us here in just a minute, and hopefully everybody in Facebook land can hear him. It's going to be a little tough, but I got to find him. There he is. So I've been one of the guys that always am outside the box, looking for potential sponsors within our industry, outside our industry. I feel like I hit a home run with this one a couple years ago, thanks to a guy named Rick out on the East Coast, but he introduced me to this guy, Sean, that we're going to bring in here in a minute, and started representing a company called Arnicare. And it's a bunch of different products, from flu-like symptoms to gels to creams to leg cramp pills. I mean, and there's so many more things that I could mention. But this is my 3rd year going on, and really excited to announce that we're going to be adding EJ Tackett to the team for the 2023 season. And we're also adding Danielle McCune on the PWBA side. So let me go ahead and bring in Sean, and he can kind of give us a rundown a little bit more, see if it accepted there. Accept. Go live with Sean. Here we go.
Hi, Sean.
Hey, it's another Sean.
Sean?
Sean.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
This is so great. First, I just want to say it's so cool to be on this with two of my favorite bowlers. What you guys do is amazing, and it's awesome to be able to bring Arnicare to the PBA, and to guys like you who are just, in my opinion, awesome.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, so guys on the Facebook feed, so we're on Instagram as well, same time, kind of doing this with the computer and our laptop, phone, everything you can think of. We brought on Sean from Arnicare, who lives out on the East Coast, bowls in Pennsylvania, to just kind of introduce our newest member. I guess you don't really have to introduce him, but, welcome to the team. I'm going to let him talk a little bit about the products that I just mentioned, where you can find us through all the social media platforms, and give us a quick rundown while you got a minute there, Sean.
Absolutely. So the company is Boron. We are the world leader in homeopathic medicine. The main place is out of France, but we are Boron USA. And so I've been with the company for about 8 years. And like Sean said, we have medicines for everything: cough, cold, and flu. Pain relief. We have a children's line. We have whatever you need. The natural way kind of is the best. Right. Yep. Right there.
One.
I'll just show you a couple of things right here. We're like, this is the Arnicare roll-on.
Yep. Got it.
So basically, you guys know. I know at my age. Every time I do stuff, I'm like, oh, I'm so sore. But this, it's really, Arnica has been around for years. It's actually, it's the mountain daisy. So it's all natural, and it helps pain, stiffness, swelling, bruising. So it's really good stuff. We have it in a gel. We have it in a cream. We have it in a roll-on. And then here's, we have this, the Nux Vomica, the hangover. Sean Rat, he loves this.
Yep.
So, and you know what? It's not only for hangover. It's actually for if you overindulge, like if you eat, a nice meal. If you kind of just are hanging out with the family, or you're out on bowling and doing stuff, and you go out and eat a nice meal, and you're like, man, this is really good stuff for that. So, I'm just happy that you guys are. On board with this, and it's so nice to be working with you guys.
Yeah, I'm really excited to be a part of the team now, and I got a few pro shops, so we're going to be able to put the products in the pro shop and try to get in people's hands, and really expand on helping people learn about what Arnicare can do for them, and finding the product that best fits them. Maybe it's multiples, maybe it's just one, but if we can get a product in someone's hand that truly helps them, then we did something right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
It's great. And you know what? I started bowling in, which is how, me and Sean met. I started bowling in a league, after, I didn't bowl for years and years, but I started bowling. And I was like, wow, I'm like kind of feeling a little pain there. And everyone's like, bowling? How do you get sore from bowling? I'm like, dude, try bowling 20 games in one day, and then have to go back the next day. And I don't know how many exactly you guys do in those tournaments, but it seems like
we do a lot.
Yeah, there's going to be the first week of the year, the U.S. Open, which I plan on having you come out and get a chance to meet EJ again face to face. We're going to be giving products out. We did this for the last couple summers, but for our summer events, we've given products out in Lubbock, Houston, Chesapeake, Coldwater. I'm missing one somewhere, Jonesboro. And it's just been great to be able to give it to people to try out. And then I've seen so many messages come through of like, oh my God, thank you so much for the products. Where can I get it? And you can get it realistically anywhere. Walgreens, Walmart, Kmart, Target, CVS, online. You can see us on all the social media platforms. I wear the logo up here proudly on the right top, right above here, and then EJ is going to be wearing it on the left sleeve, and then Danielle, I think, is either on the front or on the back. She hasn't finalized her logo placement yet, but again, I just want to say thanks, Sean, for jumping on tonight. Telling us a little bit about the product that we're going to be representing. I already know about it, of course, but telling our followers that are listening, and looking forward to 2023. A big shout out to Dana as well for everything she's done, and Shane, that's one of the original guys in the back. So looking forward to a great year and representing Arnicare all over the United States and worldwide here in 2023.
It's awesome, man. I couldn't ask for anything more. I got two of the best here, and with Danielle, this is going to be great, guys. So thank you so much for having me.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Thank you.
All right. Appreciate it.
See ya. All right. So I think you got to hang up. I don't know how to hang you up, so we'll figure it out here in a minute. All right, back to Facebook world. Thank you all for sticking around for that. Everyone, you guys have a great night. That's been around. Just a quick, before I say goodnight all the way, but 2023 coming up. Man, I'm excited. Lots of bowl, a lot of sponsors to take care of through our industry, outside our industry now. It's just one of those things. We lost them. Family going to travel with you much?
I'm not sure yet. We'll see. I've been looking at the schedule. I know we've talked about some hotel situations, and I'm not sure how much Natalie's going to actually travel. It just depends on if we can bring the camper and what we can do with the dogs and, all that fun stuff. Because obviously my brother is going to bowl on tour as well. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
All right. So 2023, just a couple months away. Check out all the information on PBA.com. Just all the scheduled event details just came out. Big shout out to Bolero for continuing to be the main sponsor and the owner of the PBA. Guaranteed rate, PBR. There's so many more that I'm probably missing, but Kia, yeah, they've been a part of us. Just want to say thanks to all of our proprietors that are on board as well moving forward this upcoming season. Looking forward to a lot of different formats, a lot of bowling this year. No elimination games matches this year. It's all bowling, total pins for top shows. Some interesting format changes. The U.S. Open this year is going to have 2 TV shows. 9 guys are going to make the show, I believe. The TSC show is going to have 4 TV shows. 17 guys are going to make the TV show. The Players show in New Jersey, 12 guys are going to make the show. 4 get a bye, and then 5 versus 12, and so on until the final 4. The doubles that you get to defend with Marshall Kent. I get to bowl with Ogle again in Delaware. We both had some success in Delaware. We both have made 3 or 4 of the last 5 or 6 shows of the doubles show. So I know we're already looking forward to that one. And just 2023, you can't get here soon enough.
I know, I'm excited.
Yeah. So everyone, thank you so much for joining in tonight with EJ and I. Check us out on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is. If you got any questions, let us know. Send them that way. Check out the PBA.com, like I said, for all the information about our season coming up. Any of the pro-ams that you want to participate in, more than likely, we're going to be there. And just want to say welcome to the Arnicare team, man. Looking forward to doing things with you and Danielle in 2023.
Absolutely.
All right. All right, everybody. Good night. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll talk to you later.
Thank you.